This program is produced by Willie Pollard.
Sweetheart, you were talking about some first-timers on our program today. Well, I think we have them coming up next. And would you like to say a few thousand words about them?
Yeah, back in the 80s, my wife and I, we was in charge of a youth group at a church we went to. You know, friends now, if you people know that teaches school or youth groups or anything like this, you always wonder what happens to those kids when they grow up and move away and so forth. Well, we looked one of them up, and after 20 years or so, would you believe he's got his own church over in Oroville, Washington? He pastors a church over there, about 150 people. They're in the building process to build a church seat around 400 over there in that area. Now, we was just over there, and so we met Pastor Randy McAlister. So come up here, Randy, and say a few words for the people. And right after Randy talks to you a little bit, his mom, Dolly McAlister, who's also a first-timer, and a good friend of ours for many years. She used to live in Marysville, Washington. She now lives over in Oroville, where her two sons lives over there.
Yes, and before you go any further with this, we would like to say that Randy's dad is now in glory. I think he passed away about 16 years ago. And so the song that his mom
and me sing, it's a mansion just over the hilltop. So enjoy Dolly McAlister, myself, singing this beautiful old song.
Hi, I am Randy McAlister. I pastor the Valley Christian Fellowship in Oroville, Washington. Billy and Willie have been longtime friends of our family, and I just have had the opportunity to see some of their programs, and it is just awesome. I just think they do a wonderful job. I would just like to say a little bit about them. They have been just a wonderful influence, wonderful friends of our family. They were my youth pastors, actually. Billy said that he remembers me when I had hair, so that goes to show you how long ago that was. Anyway, we just are blessed to know them. We think what they're doing for the Lord is just absolutely wonderful. Their program is just a blessing. And so all the way from Oroville, Washington, we had them in church with us today, and we were blessed to have them. And so from Oroville, Washington, we just say, keep up the good work, Billy and Willie. Your program's a blessing.
I'm satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold. But in that city where the ransom will shine, I want a gold one, that silver just over the hilltop, in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk on streets that are pure as gold. Though often tempted, tormented and tested, and like the prophet, my pillow's a stone. And though I find here no permanent dwelling, I know he'll give me a mansion my own. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop, in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk on streets that are pure as gold. Don't think me poor or deserted or lonely, I'm not discouraged, I'm heaven bound. I'm just a pilgrim in search of a city. I want a man a harp and a crown. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we will never more wander, but walk on streets that are pure as gold.
That was first-timer Dolly McAlister, an old friend of the family's for many, many years. Like Randy was saying early on when he give his little talk that we knew him when he had hair. Well, friends, I had to do a double take because I thought for a minute his neck was trying to blow a bubble on him. It was so bald. I told him he needed to get some rabbits painted on his forehead up there so he has some hairs on his head. But anyway, Randy can take a joke. He's an old friend of ours.